Go.
All right, good morning, everybody. Joe's going to be my cameraman this morning, and we're going to make a topographic map and a model of a mountain. This morning, we're going to start out with, I made some clay. I'm going to give you some options at the end of the video. If you don't want to make clay, there's other ways you can do this. But if you want to make clay, this is the recipe for the clay. You basically take a cup of water, about a half cup of salt, a third a cup of hot water. If you just put the water in a Pyrex measuring cup and heat it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, that's perfect. And you're going to mix all these things in a bowl. I added some food coloring to mine. It's just to make it look less like mashed potatoes, but you don't have to do that. I'm going to make my mountain. I'm trying to make it with a peak and one steep side and one non-steep side. Okay. The other items you're going to need for this experiment are going to be some thread. I'm using some floss to do this. That works out pretty well. And your journal, or just a piece of graph paper if you don't have a journal. If you don't have graph paper and just have a regular piece of paper, that'd be fine, okay? A ruler or just a straight edge if you don't have a ruler, anything that can make a straight line, and a pencil. Okay, I'm going to, first off, I'm going to draw some orientation lines, just two straight lines like a cross on my paper. And I'm going to put my mountain on the paper. Did it stop?
No.
No, okay. And then I'm going to use my pencil just to mark out the orientation so that I can follow it later on. This is going to help me keep my pieces straight. So I'm just putting my peak at where the two lines cross, and I'm making some marks. I'm going to try to separate my mountain into 4 separate pieces, about equal width.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. All right, so I'm going to take off my top piece, and I'm just pulling around. And put that aside, and take off the next piece. Pulling, pulling, pulling. And put that aside. And one more piece. That's pretty good. Okay. So now I'm going to take my first piece, and I'm going to trace around it. Alright, that's the first layer of our topographic map. And then I'm going to line up my second piece on the orientation as I can. And I'm going to draw another line around it. And then I'm going to put my third piece on. I'm going to draw my line around it. Let's see if it'll line up better. My pencil's broken. Make that look darker because my pencil's broken. Thanks, Joe. And I'll put my fourth piece on. And draw my line around it. Alrighty. And so, I might cut one more piece on this just so you can really see the peak. Scoop. All right. And so now we're going to label our topographic map. You're going to have some creative control over this of how you want to do things and put the name. So we're going to use our Dogtails mnemonic to help us remember what to put on the map. We're going to start out with a date. Okay, D for date. So today is the 30th. Wait, it's 31st? 3/31.
No idea.
I know, every day is very mixy these days. We've got a grid, that's our graph paper, our scale. Now I'm going to let you guys make your scale. I'll just go ahead and say that 1 centimeter is 1 kilometer. That might be the easiest. Let's see if I've got centimeters on this ruler. All right, well, tell you what, this is a centimeter graph paper, and so my ruler's in inches. You can do inches as well because many graphs are, well, maybe I'll do inches because in the U.S. many graphs are in inches anyway. So I'll make my little scale. It's got 1 inch equals 1, we'll make it 1 mile because we're doing U.S. units. Title, what mountain should we call this, Joe?
Mount Aqua?
Okay, Joe wants to call it Mount Aqua. Okay, author, that's me. You'll put your name on it. Okay, the index. Okay, so let's do our indexes, and now I'm going to give you creative control. So every 5 lines would be an index line, so we can go ahead and make this one. Make this 100 feet, and we'll make this one 500 feet at the top. Okay, and then we'll do a legend. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll put a little X at the top, and we'll put, this is a peak. We could add some other details to it. Maybe there's a hiking trail. We can make a little dash line to say how the hiking trail goes. And we'll label it hiking trail. Okay. That would be our legend. And source, we don't really have a source. Oftentimes you can make a map, but you're maybe using data from the United States Geological Survey or something like that. I'm just very quickly here at the end show you how you could possibly use some other items to make, if you don't want to make clay. You could use... Okay. You could use, you can make a mountain with some boxes out of your pantry, okay, and then follow the same steps to make your topographic map. If you had Legos at your house or other building blocks from other siblings, you could make one out of building blocks or Legos. Well, I hope you just, or you could just find some other things around your house open, okay? So what you're going to do at the very end is hopefully take a picture of your map, take a picture of your mountain. I'm going to put my mountain back together again. and go ahead and you can take a picture of that and submit that online. Joe wants to. That's all I have to say. But if you want to see my dog, Joe is wanting to have a picture of our dog. So out we go.